So I'll be presenting my topic, that is the design of next generation aircraft. So this is an opportunity given by IST Bangladesh to me to develop and design a fully functioning or fully designed next generation aircraft. So the main points I would like to highlight is highlight and tell about this internship is the work experience that I have been given with. So it was a very wonderful experience. So in terms of the internships, so the work given to me was to design a next generation aircraft. So that will be a commercial aircraft. So this aircraft should have to be economically viable. So this was a very challenging task as well, because uh, we have a lot of commercial airlines, but then still the current commercial airlines are not up to the mark to provide uh, provide a safe and yeah, very less expensive travel to the passengers. So what I thought was the main aspects considered while designing my aircraft was drag reduction and weight reduction, so that both these types of design iterations would give a very good fuel efficiency. So that will save a lot of cost on the plane, and also thereby increase or decreasing the cost for the passenger to travel. So that was my main idea behind the design iterations. So that is the base of my design on whatever I've worked on. So briefly telling about the design. So my design is a two-winged twin jet ETOPS design. So it will provide a 200 kilonewton thrust requirement combined. So that is more than sufficient for a commercial airline to get the required lift from the wings. So that is what the engine states. So I have included a two-wing aircraft because two-wing aircraft is light in weight, and also an excess of uh, wings to the plane also adds to the weight of the aircraft. So that's the reason I have chosen two-winged aircraft. And also the wings are shaped in a swept back design. So this is very efficient in reducing the drag at transonic and subsonic speeds. So this is what helps my design in reducing the drag. And also the next part of the design is where the placement of the wings, right? So the wings are placed at the bottom of the fuselage, so it gives a very low CG, and also it gives, in spite of giving a low CG, it gives very good structural stability to the aircraft. So that's a very major point I would like to highlight over here. So low wing configuration which is at the bottom of the fuselage. So this is related to the wings that have been placed. So that is that. And then later, the engine placement is a very crucial part of the design. So whenever we place the engine, it should be such that it is located at a very stable position, and also easily accessible in terms of any technical aspects, uh, like uh, like uh, redesigning the engine, or again making redesigning the engine, or again taking into consideration the factors such as in the layoff period, the service of the engine, and the manufacturing aspects. So whenever there is a layoff in between for a aircraft, the technicians will service the engine and check for any faults or anything else. Any mechanical aspects of the engine will be checked. So whenever we place an engine lower to the fuselage, so that will give them a very good placement. That will give them a very good accessibility to repair the engine in any circumstances. So that will even reduce logistical costs associated with this. So that is with the placement of the engine. So majorly the aircraft which the commercial airlines prefer is the subsonic speeds. So even I have targeted a Mach point 0.8 subsonic speed, which is due to it being very passenger friendly and also comfortable for passengers whenever they are seated in the flying cabin. So that's the main reason of that. In supersonic speeds, there is less noise. There is a huge noise, and also there is a lot of design constraints which increases the cost. So therefore, subsonic speeds are passenger friendly in terms of pocket expenditure, and also in terms of passenger comfort. So whenever we talk about passenger comfort, the main aspect is the cabin where the passengers are seated, right? So that is where a semi-monarchic round structure maintains a good structure in terms of giving a good cabin pressure, which is comfortable to the passengers, and also it is a very structurally stable design, which spreads the loads among the structures. So this helps in maintaining a good structural stability to the aircraft. So the structural stability also helps in manufacturability of the aircraft and also helps in passenger comfort. So the tail design, mainly I have focused on the conventional tail design because it gives adequate stability and also gives very good control with the lowest possible weight. So this is a very huge advantage where the drag is also reduced and also adequate stability and control is given. So coming back to the wings, so majorly now the aircraft companies are sticking to winglets at the tip of the wings. So this is a type of a system or design system where the winglets are playing a huge role in reducing the drag and also creating a laminar or a smoother airflow over the winglet. So I have chosen a split scimitar winglet type. So this has been a latest innovation by Airbus. So this is a very huge advantage in the design, which produces a very laminar flow over the winglet. Materials and composites mainly are the aluminum, which is predominant for a longer period of time, and apart from that, composites, the uh, carbon fiber is a very good material which can be uh, used with other materials such as titanium and aluminum to accommodate for the strength and also the durability of the aircraft. So that is mainly the design aspects I've worked on. So telling about the experience, so about the experience I had working for ISTA Bangladesh, that is College of Aviation Technology. So the experience was very good. Like the process was hassle free and also helpful in day-to-day research, life, and experience. So my daily life research and design experience was I searched upon different articles or different research papers which were published online or anywhere else in different books. So I searched on that and then started to learn and research and implement these designs in Fusion 360 on a day-to-day basis. And then after that, whenever I find anything innovative or anything innovative ideas I have got, so I have implemented that in the design process using Fusion 360. I also tried to do a CFD analysis on this, but then due to the time constraint, I was not able to do that. But then, I believing in the design I have done, it is a very good design. According to me, like whatever research I have done up till now. So whatever I've discovered about in the internship is like it gives a very huge prospectus for me to think outside my mechanical domain, that is aerospace. So this gives me a upper hand in whenever my later decisions in the life, like applying for a job or doing higher studies. So this gives me an edge of knowledge and edge of information that I can show it up on my resume and help build my profile. So the main design aspects I researched on this was Fusion 360 is a very good software to do that. So I've researched types of surface modeling techniques to use it on a aeroplane design. So surface modeling is a very surface modeling and freeform modeling on Fusion 360 is very easy to do, and also it is very user friendly. So it is not a hassle to work with. So that is what is the design development stages I've done. And also, if there are any changes, there are different options on the software where you can change it from the previous timeline. So that was very useful, because whenever in the later stages, when we find any analysis done on the aircraft design, so there can be a lot of design changes which can be implemented timely basis and make the design a better version of the previous one. So that is what I've been thinking of doing and learning from. That is what I've been done through this internship. It was a very short period of span, but then I thoroughly love to research and work on the design aspects. Like I was very much interested in aircraft designing from the beginning, and then ISTA Bangladesh and College of Aviation Technology gave me an opportunity to work for the same. So that is all from my presentation. Thank you.